Hey guys, I'm here at First American Title doing a quick interview with Gavin Higashi from First American, telling you all about title insurance. Going on. So Gavin, how long have you been in the title insurance business?
This is fun. Let's see. So I've been in the industry for 20 years, but I've been in title for about 18.
18
Sorry,
years.
yeah, 18. Just over 18.
So just as soon as you got out of high school?
I got into real estate right out of high school. It was hard. I looked like I was about 8 years old, so it was hard to sell houses when you look like a little kid. But I tried to, and it didn't. What it actually ended up doing is opening the door for title. So I got into title when I was 20. So yeah, about 18 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Gavin's been a great resource for me, and I thought it would be great to talk with him today about title insurance and what it is, why it's important. It's part of our contract. It's part of the things that you as a home buyer or seller have to look at when you're going through the contract process to make sure that you're confident in your home, and then the insurance is there to protect your ownership of the home. So Gavin, tell me why title insurance and title searches.
I think you kind of hit it on the head. I mean, we're insuring your ownership and the marketability of the property. So when your buyer is purchasing a home in Colorado, the seller's purchasing that title policy for that buyer to ensure that the property is free and clear, and it's in their ownership, right?
Right.
And it's in their marketability, so they can go and sell it if they need to. If something does come up, then that's what title insurance does, is it protects them against that. It covers attorney's fees, it covers losses, it covers anything that comes from something that was missed in a search for that property, specifically against the title.
Okay. And what kinds of things could be against title that people need to be concerned about?
Currently, probably the biggest leader of claims for title companies is going to be mechanics liens. So mechanics liens are unique in that you get 6 months to record a lien against the property. So that can happen after or before or during the process of selling. So we try to protect the buyer in that. But that tends to be one of the biggest claims. Judgments that are missed, unrecorded deeds that are missed. There's a lot of different things that can come from it, and it changes from property to property. But I'm trying to think of more common ones. Maybe access is another one that we see a lot of, like people being able to access the properties correctly.
Oh, right.
We see that one quite a bit as well.
And one of the questions I always get that I think is a little more difficult to explain is owner's extended coverage. Because And can you explain what that is and why that's important for buyers as well?
Well, the first thing is probably the best, $75 that a buyer can spend is to get the first 4 exceptions removed. So when you get a title commitment, there's 2 sections that are the key sections. There's the requirements, and then there's the exceptions, right? I think I said that twice. Sorry, I'm thinking too quickly.
That's okay.
So the exceptions, the first 4 can be removed with the $75 owner's extended coverage. The key on the owner's extended coverage is the mechanics lien. So usually item number 4, or the 4th exception, that $75 just to remove that is key.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what Gavin's saying is the initial title policy has exceptions that it's not going to cover in the insurance, but there are some coverages that you can purchase basically, and that is in the owner's extended coverage. And then on top of that, there are other types of endorsements that you can buy on your title policy.
Correct.
Depending on what's going on with the property.
Correct. And I always encourage buyers to ask about that. Most of the times the lenders are the ones that are going to require get the endorsements from us, but there are some that certain properties that will warrant different endorsements. All you got to do is just ask.
Yeah. And is there an endorsement out there that you feel like is a good buy for buyers right now that really helps them in protecting their property?
No, I think the bigger ones are going to be to protect specifically the lender's position.
Okay.
You're going to see most of the endorsements are going to be from the lender's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. So one of the other things there are a lot of title companies.
Yes.
And there are lots of choices for consumers. So when a consumer is going out to look at who to choose for their title company, they have lots of choices. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so one of the things I always tell my clients to look at is not only costs and fees, but also what's behind the company that's providing you the title insurance.
Sure.
And First American is a direct insurer,
Correct.
and then there are agent insurers. Can
Correct.
you explain a little about the difference between a direct insurer and an agent insurer?
So direct, like First American, is basically we underwrite and write on our own paper. So it'd be similar to like mortgage, right? So like a mortgage broker will farm out and then basically have another mortgage company back and underwrite their loan. Whereas if they're a direct insurer, they're underwriting and funding their own paper. So we basically write on our own paper and underwrite our own policies.
Okay.
Where an agent, a title agent, is going to have a bigger underwriter like First American or one of the bigger title companies underwrite that policy for them. So they're not actually insuring it, we are insuring it, we're underwriting it and backing it. Where that gets goofy is with claims. So title claims would be backed by the underwriter, escrow claims would be backed by the agent or the escrow company. But since we're a direct, we're covering both title and escrow.
Okay.
Whereas an agent is going to be responsible for the escrow side and not the title claims. The reason that's important is to become a title agent in the state of Colorado, all you need is $10,000. If you actually had, for example, like think of all the wire fraud that's going on, right?
Yeah.
If a title agent had a wire fraud issue and let's just say it's $300,000. It could be potentially a $300,000 loss. If it's cost them $10,000 to become an agent, what's the likelihood that they have the money to back that kind of a loss on the escrow side? If they don't have the backing from the underwriter, which they wouldn't, then that makes it difficult.
That's a challenge.
So you just got to be aware, like there's some really good title agents out there, especially in Colorado. We have some really good title agents, but you just have to be very cautious of where that backing is. One thing that I love about First American, one of the reasons I'm here, is just the not just the size, but really our commitment to our claims reserves, having the money in the bank. Basically, we have a reserve of money. It's in the billions to pay claims, to back our product, to back what we say we're doing, and back what we're putting out there, back our product.
Right, that's awesome. And so in Colorado, we are a title closing state, not an attorney closed state. So the title companies typically hold the escrow funds, earnest money in escrow until closing. And then they also sometimes hold money for payoffs and that type of thing for a day or two when it's, so that's what he was talking about, the escrow funds. So Gavin,
yes,
what are you grateful for today?
What am I grateful for? Well, one, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for you trusting me to take the time to interview and talk with me. I'm just grateful to be able to do what I do and wake up every day and have my health and that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful for Gavin for taking the time to talk with us today about title insurance, to give you a little bit of information. If you need any more information, you can always contact First American Title. They can go to their website, which is
firstamcolorado.com. And then, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. We have some really good resources to help buyers for sure.
That's great. So we'll put Gavin's contact info in the notes. And just wanted to let you guys know that I am grateful for you also tuning in today. And I hope you have a great day in Colorado or wherever you are. And I look forward to seeing you around. Have a great day.
Good job.
Thank you.